What's going on, guys? It's Nick here, back with another fantasy football video. Today we've got another mock draft, 12-team PPR. It's DraftKings settings because this is one of the subscriber leagues. So if I don't talk for 100% of the video, then it's because I'm trying to focus. But to be honest, I come out with the same teams whether I focus or not. So who really cares? We got a minute 19. I just finished dinner, so I haven't looked anything up. Let's just make sure no one's dead. This is what I do before the drafts, typically. Just go. Alright, so Woodhead not playing. Yeah, we already knew he was hurt. Henny's probably going to start the regular season ahead of Bortles. He's still got his concussion for Freeman. Procise expects to play, so okay, so the groin's not too bad. Booker targeting week 3 return. That's not ideal. James Conner behind Toussaint. Interesting. That's so don't draft him. Reed's finally back at practice. Matthews in drills. Okay. Hearns, I've actually heard that. Hearns might be shopped. So Woodhead, that news isn't. It's not ideal as a Woodhead owner to hear that he's got now a hamstring injury because he's always had injuries. And also, if you can hear my washer, it's going to go off in about 20 minutes. So, be ready for that one. Usual appearance it'll make. But he just had injuries, you know? And he's got another one. I don't know. It's not ideal. We'll put it that way. But we're at the 2 pick. I prefer like 8 through 12. Really 8 through 10 is what I prefer. And we've got, looks like 3 auto drafters. That's not terrible. I know some people messaged me that they just couldn't make it. You know what? It happens. So we're going to get actually David Johnson because auto pick would be Bell. Which is good because a different league I have Bell. You guys heard me say about the Elliott. I will take Elliott in the 3rd round because it'll give me the opportunity to have DJ and Elliott. But I probably won't take him at the 2nd. It all depends on the wide receiver situation it'll be in. Because the other draft I did, I was also 2nd. This is my 3rd draft. I've been 2nd twice now and 10th? It's either 8th or 10th. I don't remember. But the wide receivers that were left over were not good at the end of the 2nd. Like it was. Everyone before Doug was all gone, and Dez was gone. I think Amari was gone too. I think Thomas was my best option. So I didn't want that. I had to go Crowell, I think, which I'm fine with. I'd like to get Gurley here. I'm starting to get higher on Gurley. I won't make people wait. This is the obvious choice. It's David Johnson at 2. Not much to really think about. The 2 teams just leave. The heck? Yeah, team 4 just keeps coming in and out. So what is it, like 23? I think it's one back there. I'd like to get Gurley. Obviously, besides Fournette, everyone ahead of Gurley, but that's unlikely. So it's Gurley, it's Crowell, and it's Cook, but I would take Cook in that 3rd round pick, probably not the 2nd round. In the draft I did, I actually went Bell, Crowell, Cook. But it depends, because if anyone before, really Amari, anyone in this range, I'll take before Cook. So, maybe Amari. I haven't decided how I feel on Amari. Hold on. Like, I know he's good, but I don't know how much better he is than, like, Tate. Not talent-wise, just, like, at the end of the year. How much better he is from, like, Tate and Diggs and Crowder. Maybe Crowder a step back. But Diggs and Tate, I don't know. It's not that big of a gap. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not drafting T.Y. I'll tell you guys that much. I have my rankings that have been updated. Updated wide receiver today, but I forgot to change. I think I'm going to move TY down to like 14, behind Demarius, behind Cooks. I'll think about behind Keenan Allen, just because Luck's not going to start the year, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to start the year. So why? I don't want. Was it Tolzien? I think that's the backup. No, he's not going to do anything. So it's not worth taking him in the top 2 definitely rounds. Even 3rd, it's risky at that point. Once Luck comes back, he'll be fine, but I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do that. Who's gone so far? It's been normal. Yeah, that's exactly what I would expect. Odell still went ahead of Julio, but it was Lev Bell, DJ, the big 3 wide receiver, McCoy, Freeman. Pretty typical draft. Let's see, ESPN has updated. They've updated the rankings, but not an insane amount. There's still some deals to be had. We'll go back. Where's like Gronk and everything? Gronk's at 24. Rodgers, okay. I think in recent years they'd had like Rodgers or Newton, whoever was the one in that year, like really high. They finally put them back. And it'll be interesting to see. This is a subscriber league, so and obviously the rounds are going to go a lot quicker after this with the 3 auto picks. But they've all been waiting on quarterback. I've done 2 leagues so far. Literally, like, besides Rodgers, I mean, he's going to go in the 3rd or 4th round no matter where you are. But I actually drafted Matt Ryan in the last one because I had the 10 pick, so it was the end of the 7th round, I think. And I was like, at that point, what am I going to wait? 3 more rounds? I don't know. I'm fine with drafting a quarterback if the value's there. The value's going to be there more in these leagues just because everyone hears me say, don't draft a quarterback. So they're all going to wait super late. In your home leagues, it's unlikely you're going to get the insane value, which is why you then wait. But if everyone's waiting, sometimes it opens up value. Like I got, was it Landry? It's the full point PPR. I got Landry in the 6th round, I think it was. That just seems too cheap. I know I'm targeting Devonta Parker because I know that he's going to be fed by Cutler. Cutler picks someone, and he says, I like you, and he just hyper focuses on them. And I think it might be Parker because he likes the bigger receiver, and he's called him a faster Alshon. So I'll target him maybe 8th, 9th round kind of area. I don't know if this would be early or late, whichever one these are, but not early 8th round. That seems too early. But we'll see. We'll see who's available. I'm not good at guessing rounds. That's why like I make the round grades on here, but I don't pay too much attention to them because I just look at who's available and I pick someone. Like I don't think, well, what round are we in? Like I just pick who I want to pick. That's how I do it. We're coming up, not really coming up, but it's not looking like we're definitely, Gurley's going to be our best bet at running back. There's only 2 left before him. Oh my God. There go the running backs. Jeez. I've never drafted Fournette in a draft. I'm fine with Miller, but that'd be a 3rd round pick. I'll take Gurley at this spot. We'll see. So wide receivers, it's Dez and it's Amari. Answer these questions here. Dez, Amari, Gurley. Who would I take? I actually don't think any of them might be available. I'd go Dez, but then Amari or Gurley. I don't know. Do I have that ranked out? I have Amari 21, and Gurley is 18. Interesting. I do like really like Gurley, and if you watch, I don't know if that video's up. I recorded a DraftKings video. Gurley's in my lineup. So, ah, see, I don't like this. I don't like 2 at all. Running backs, I'm gonna start the exact same way. Elliott's gone at 18. That makes no sense to me. So it's Crowell, or I go Demarius, and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna start the exact same way I started the other draft, except almost clicked the wrong person there. Except I had Bell in the other one. Oh, okay, we're already up. So I have Cook rated next, and obviously I'm not going to get up the next pick. So it's either Dalvin Cook, Terrell Pryor, Keenan Allen. I don't want to have Crowell and Cook in 2 leagues now, seeing how this is, I have, what, 10 leagues? I don't want to just start off every single draft with that. So we should probably diversify a little bit. It's Pryor or Keenan Allen. I have Larry Fitz ranked pretty high, but that's too early for him. Let's see. So I do have Keenan Allen 1 spot ahead of Pryor. I don't know. I have Keenan Allen in another league as well. Maybe we go Pryor here? I'm not on Hopkins. His quarterback situation's blech. We'll bring him over. I'm going to take the entire time that I am allotted here. Yeah, I don't see anyone else I want. I really like Dalvin Cook though, and I think starting off DJ, Crowell, Cook, like, that's so safe. I can just load up on wide receivers, but I think I can get a running back in the next one. Okay, we'll do Terrell Pryor. And I'm not going to change the rankings and say that I have Keenan Allen over him. It's just that I do enjoy diversifying my teams. I don't want the exact same team times 10. And I already took Keenan Allen at that spot, which I think would be the play. So if you guys are in that position, I think the play is Keenan Allen. I wish I had more of a mid pick though, because then I can get Cook in that middle round, or the middle of the 3rd round. But I like the start. I have to answer this question. He asks about Dez. I don't know if you guys can see that. I like the value on Dez this year. It's not that I love his situation being horrible defenses he has to go up, or horrible matchups, great defenses he has to go up against, but they're not going to be winning games the same way that they were. So they're going to have to throw a lot more. He's going to have to be leaned on as the focal point of the offense, especially for the first 6 weeks. So I don't see a reason not to like him. Like, yes, they're difficult matchups, but you have to throw to someone, which is also why I like Beasley, because Beasley's great. Beasley's really good. So I like him late. That'd be like a 12th round pick. I did grab him in 1 or 2 leagues already. Who are we looking at? 47. The running backs, I mean, Mixon and Ingram would be nice. I don't know that they'll be there. Ahead of all of these guys, probably, besides Lamar Miller. But Miller's not going to be there. Wide receivers, would love Larry Fitz, but he won't be there as well. I would be stoked if I got Larry Fitz. I would take Diggs at 50. Maybe even 47. Depends who was there. Yeah, so Larry... they're all kind of the same pick. I don't know why Diggs is so low, people. If I could get Larry and Diggs, would love that. Alright, it's unlikely. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments over there. Who might get Mixon? People are scared off of Mixon because of him not getting like an insane amount of like reps or something. Not getting... He didn't get a lot of usage in the preseason games, and like Hill was out there, and they're saying like he's not the clear-cut starter. Okay, if he's not the clear-cut starter in week 1 or 2, I don't really care. Like, he's gonna be. The talent's gonna win out. Hill's not that good, and Mixon's a stud. So, I'm fine. If he's not the starter till week 4, that's fine. Because that's exactly what happened to Jordan Howard last year, and he finished great. And who's a better talent, Mixon or Jordan Howard? Probably Mixon. So, and I'm not saying their O-line's good at all. It's not. But they're going to score. I don't think they have a difficult schedule. They play, they have the Browns and the Ravens in their division. They should win all 4 of those games, in my opinion. Darn. Larry Fitz is going so much earlier than he used to go. It's a shame. I like 5th round Fitz. So Carlos Hyde looks like a screaming value, but then I think reports are terrible out of camp. And then I go DraftKings, and he's super cheap. And typically DraftKings knows more than I do for some reason. You know, it's almost like they're professionals at setting prices. And then I hear, I look on Pro Football Focus. He has a 0 elusiveness rating. Not even 1. 0. That's not good. And apparently he's looked horrible. So, not exactly jumping for joy for Carlos Hyde in a PPR scoring format. My take on that. If we're looking at, remember the video I did, value over next best. Ingram, Mixon, Powell. Horribleness. There it is. You hear it? Horribleness. I don't want this range. Any of them. I don't want any people in this range. So I have DJ, I have Crowell. I would like to get one of these 3 players because I see a huge drop. Wide receivers, like, I'm still good with essentially, like, anyone. Like, spin your hand. I don't know why I did that. But, like, literally, close your eyes and pick someone. Okay, not Watkins. That was the, that was the one. But, don't be taking Mixon from me. But, like, I'm literally fine with so many people on this list and dropping down. So, we kind of need a running back next. Okay, there's 2 left. And there are 2 people. Nice. Nice. Tight ends are going. It's Ingram. I don't... Some people, it's like, he's a polarizing player. I wouldn't, like, fault you if you went Powell there. Love Powell as a pick, but I'm going to go Ingram. Although, can I just try and play the game here? What would he get if he was to auto pick? He would get Powell, but he would not get Ingram, correct? I think that's how it works. I will beat someone up if he joins, and then... Because I want to get both of them. Do I want to get both of them? Hold up. Oh, we need more time. I always want everyone else to have a 20-second clock and me to have just like 5 minutes. Oh, we wanted Diggs with the next pick. Ah. That is unfortunate. Okay. Let's just take Ingram. Ingram Diggs? Which would be better for our team? Ingram Diggs or Powell Ingram? No, we want Ingram Diggs. Yeah. Right? Yes. Probably? Yes. Okay. We want Ingram Diggs. If you're going to leave a draft, click the auto pick button. Don't just leave. But we're getting Diggs with the next pick because I'm fairly confident Powell will be taken. But I don't care because I want Diggs. If you could like let me have Diggs in 100% of leagues, I would be fine with that. Like I said, I want to diversify, not with Diggs. Give me Diggs in the 5th round every single day of the week in a 12-team league. Every day of the week. I don't care any of these people. So Allen Robinson, that's interesting. I mean, I have Diggs ahead of Allen Robinson. Yeah, I have 24. I do have Diggs 19th. Just at a 5th round grade, so we did good. We did good there. Allen Robinson's interesting because I want to see his rapport with Chad Henne in this preseason game coming up. Like, can you be a downgrade from Bortles? Is that a possibility for a human? Maybe if your name is Brock Osweiler, but if your name is anything else, then I think you're an upgrade. It's just how much. Like, is it minuscule of an upgrade to where he's still going to stink? Or is Chad Henne better than we think? And maybe he does good. I don't know. Diggs. Love me some Diggs. So that's a good start. I liked our start. DJ, Crowell, Terrell Pryor, Diggs, Ingram. So we've got 3 people from the predicting a top 5 running back video and 2 people from the wide receiver breakout video. Let's find the rest of them. We're not tied down. I know we're at 71. I know we're already thinking about it. We're not tied down to any position. I would take a running back if one was there that I liked, but it's extremely unlikely that I would even want anyone here besides Theo. I would take Theo, but that's it. That's probably the only one I'd touch. So we're probably going to go wide receiver here. Most of these people will be gone. We will take Snead. I mean, everyone like above Snead too, but we would... Yeah, that is close. Would I take Devonta Parker in the early 7th? Because then I'd have a late 8th. He will not be there at the late 8 pick. Interesting. We'll see how many of these guys get taken. Let's look at the other positions. I don't usually do that, but it's possible there's a value. I haven't been paying attention. Breeze in the late 6th. Also, DraftKings scoring. You throw over 300 yards, you're getting a 3-point bonus. Breeze is going to do that a few times. I would take Breeze in the late 6th round. Will he be there? Again, unlikely, especially with 3 auto pickers before me, which is why I don't like auto pick. I would hold off on Matt Ryan and Wilson. Hopefully one of them's there in the 8th. There's like a clicking noise happening right here in my ear. Probably just dying. It's fine. We'll catch it on camera. Or Olsen won't be there. There's no way. I like Delaney Walker a lot, but I'd rather just wait for Rudolph Ertz. 8th round for Rudolph would be nice. Also, I have Diggs, so maybe not. Maybe I'll just target Ertz. Ertz in the 8th round? Ertz in the 8th round, hopefully, with 2 wide receivers ideally coming up here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. It kind of hurts. I think I'm dying. Anyways. Yeah. I take Snead. I don't want Garcon anymore. It doesn't look good in the preseason. Why is he throwing a good one so much? Like, I thought Garcon was going to be the guy and be super heavily targeted, but why isn't that happening? I'm concerned. So I'll watch definitely the next games. See what's up there. I want a team with Tyreek, but I've never been in a position where it's like possible. Like, I'm not going to take Tyreek over Diggs, and then my next pick is so far away. I keep not getting a middle pick. Because everything that I do for these leagues and stuff, it's just randomized. But then my money league, we don't find out until like 10 minutes before the draft. Like, we have a hat, and you put 1 through 12. You just mix it around. If you pick 1, that means you get the first pick at your pick, if that makes sense. Like, if you get 1, you can be like, okay, I want pick 7. You go up there, 2, okay, I want pick 8. But we do that right before the draft. So you have no time to think about it. And it does not matter because it's a keeper league. And I keep Jordy Nelson in the 10th round this year. Because I drafted him in the 12th. The year he tore his ACL. So I got to keep him in the 12th last year. And then it's a 2-round penalty. So I get him in the 10th round. It was either that, Diggs in the 7th, Or Devonta Adams I also had on my team in the 14th. But it was Jordy in the 10th pretty easily. But it stinks in keeper leagues because I can't predict. Like, I know tonight or tomorrow night's the cutoff for when you have to select your keepers. But it's like, how am I supposed to mock draft for that? Because it's literally like the first round. It's Odell's kept, Bell's kept, DJ's kept, Melvin, Freeman, Jordy, Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, all kept. And I think there's more. It's just nuts. It's like the first running back. I think McCoy might be kept. McCoy's kept too, I think. And DeMarco Murray. So the first running back, like literally, it's possible JJ goes 1 overall. Which is like, what? Actually, it would be Julio, but it's also a stupid standard league. Hate that. Robbie Anderson will not have more receiving yards than Tyreek Hill. Who are we going to get? Drafts are too slow. Theo could be there. Gill's back from his injury, so I'm fine with him now. I still like my my Rex Burkhead pick in like the 10th or 11th round, but I'm fine with Gill. So he's just gonna catch what, 2 passes? That's not ideal in a PPR league. Take Theo over him. But yeah, it's just gross after that. Obviously, we'll look for like the Kareem Hunt, the Sproles, the Burkhead, Jaquiz, whatever you say his name. Our usual suspects in PPR leagues. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at that. Breeze went. Wow, Breeze went. It went Breeze, Wilson, Matt Ryan. We're still good. Still good here. That's a good value in the 7th round though for these guys. Would I consider Jimmy Graham? Would I consider Delaney Walker? I don't know what the ranking I have there. I don't know. Is Ertz going to be there at the end of the 8th? I have way too many files to look this up quickly. I don't remember what I have for that one. Let's find out. And you guys can download these on the website. I don't know if you guys all know that. They're free to download. Just go to the website, click a button, it goes right to your computer. Yeah, it's Jimmy, it's Rudolph, then it's Walker. But I'd consider Walker over Rudolph, seeing how I have Diggs. Like, I'm fine with 2 people on the same team, but it's like, if it can be avoided, that's better. I just don't know. I also forgot what I said. Yeah, Graham first. Is he back? Wasn't he hurt? Back spasms. Gets so much. Okay, so Theo's gone. We'll bring Graham. That's the tight end I would take. Wow, that's so ugly. Running back is gross. Do you guys see Duke Johnson's stiff arm? Watch it. Go like, I don't know, it's probably on YouTube. It has to be. New tab, Duke Johnson stiff arm. Thing was sick. Okay. I can't draft Calvin Benjamin in 2 leagues. I'm the biggest anti-Calvin Benjamin person out there. I like Snead. We can wait though. The pick might be Jimmy, guys. I already looked. Quarterback's not happening. Do we go Jimmy Graham this early? It's got so much upside, and their offensive line stinks. So they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have to throw more than they usually do. I don't see them establishing a ground game. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Calvin. Can't do it. It's a PPR league. Snead. I like Snead so much. We're going to go with Snead. See anyone else? We're going with Snead. Ah! Draft Snead. Okay, I was going to say, if I didn't get Willie Snead, There would have been a boycott of ESPN leagues. Okay, now we have to choose. Do we keep, like, Graham? I don't want to take these guys over Graham. Running backs are going to be gross when we come back, but they're gross now. It's either I take Duke Johnson, Kareem Hunt, or Jimmy Graham. We're going to take Jimmy Graham here. We're going to do it. We're going to take Jimmy Graham. I think that's fine. 7th round. What I have to the grade. That's how I do these grades too. 7th round. Okay. I was going to say, if I had 8th round, I'd move it up to 7th round. Guys took them. But again, I wouldn't be overly concerned. If you guys have these, don't be overly concerned with the round. If you're in like the late 6th round, just take Jimmy Graham if you really want him. Something bit me in the foot. McFadden, I would say, would be a good pick if we knew McFadden was going to be the guy. But it could just be a mix. Like, it could be McFadden and Morris, who got really highly rated. Was it week 1 on Pro Football Focus? He was like one of the highest rated running backs. I'm not saying he's like super good, but he's been good in the past. And if they decide to give, you know, McFadden 10 carries against the brutal schedule in the early part of the year, like, I'm already not going to be starting him week 1. I'm going to have DJ, Crowell, or Ingram. Depends on the matchup. I know Crowell has the... what's their team name? Antonio Brown is part of them. The Steelers. He's got Steelers, but like, I'm going to start him anyways. And I'm going to start likely Snead over Ingram. Just because I want to see how that happens. Like, I just want to see. My opinion is that AP is going to be 1st and 2nd down. Almost never see 3rd down, but sometimes. He's going to get goal line mixed in with Ingram. But he's going to be mainly 1st down. Ingram gets like 2nd down and some 3rd down. I think a lot of 3rd downs they'll have Ingram and Alvin Kamara lined up like 2 backs. But I just think if AP goes down, Ingram will return 3rd round grade, right? And he's already returned. He's been what, 8th and 11th in the past, 9th and 11th in the past 2 seasons in PPR, I want to say. And there have been plenty of games where they didn't give him the workload. So with that offense, that many points, that many touchdowns going around, I'll take him. I like him. I already have Snead. I got the need for Snead. I already have him. So what do we need? Coming up. We'll look quarterback, but it's unlikely I find someone that I really want. We've got 3 running backs and 3 wide receivers and a tight end. So we're gonna look running back because I want Kareem Hunt or Duke. Unlikely Duke's there. That's probably it. Sproles, but I can wait a little bit longer on Sproles. Take D-Jax will be gone. I'm not touching Moncrief. Tyrell. Where'd he go? So 76 was Parker. I kind of wanted to see where he's going. So that was mid-7th. People like themselves some Devonta Parker. And I was like, I like him. Got him 32. 7th. Okay, I have him as 7th round grade. I think the 7th round's a good spot for him. Don't be like the 6th round, you get into the point where it's like, okay, we're not leaving as much room for upside anymore. Still don't understand why people don't like Tyrell. It's not like Keenan Allen's going to have 150 receptions for 2,000 yards. Like, Rivers still throws a ton. They're going to score a ton. Tyrell's the 2. It's going to be a red zone target. I don't fully understand. That's okay. If we don't get Tyrell, we'll cry a little bit. Not like a ton, but a decent amount. So I don't really like any of the other options. Britt, you know, Britt's just like fine. He'll be fine. Thielon's not bad, but I have Diggs, so that's not going to happen. I don't really want Jordan Matthews. I'd rather just take Corey Davis at that point. Is anyone buried? I like Marvin Jones, but we're not going to take him in the 8th round. I'll take Marvin Jones, though. I should probably bring him over. People disrespecting him a little bit. It's because they got burnt. He was wide receiver 1 through the first month, and then he got hurt. Yeah, I don't see a ton of guys I want. It's those 3. It's Duke, and it's Hunt. So we'll see what happens. I've heard conflicting reports on Blunt. Like, all of them, everyone realizes he's terrible. But the conflicting reports I hear, one spot, Blunt's easily the one. He's easily going to be heavily used for some reason. I don't know if they don't have football scouts on the team or something. But another report says he's likely not going to be used at all. Regardless, Sproles, I think, will lead them in snap count. And Blunt can't catch. So I'm not sure why you want him in PPR. Like, he's not going to catch more than a few. And at that point, he doesn't catch. It's not like people say, oh, he's got the best offensive line in the league. Projected to be the best. It's likely not going to finish that way. But let's just say he's got a really good offensive line. He's still bad. Like, you still have to be a good running back, even with a good offensive line. And he's going away from the Patriots. People are like, oh, he's still going to score like 15. No. He's going to score like 7 or 8 touchdowns. You know, it's... I mean, you can't just start projecting people because they're large to get a lot of touchdowns. He's not going to score... He'll probably be in like the 7 to 10 range. But with 0 receptions and under 1,000 yards. Not what you want in PPR. I've already trashed him enough. I don't need to keep doing this. But we've still got our 5, right? Still got our 5. Although Corey Davis doesn't really count for this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. DJ. Ah, there goes one of them. Okay, so we really only have 3. Oh, not even 2. I didn't want to take Marvin. It's Kareem Hunt or it's Tyrell, and that is not good. So we need a backup plan. I don't see one. Wish Rodgers was available. We're not touching Andrew Luck. No, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to take hopefully Mariota in like the 10th or 11th. One of those 2 picks. Oh, goodness. Tyrell and Hunt just went. Not touching Lacey. No Forte. Do we just take McFadden? Sproles. I mean, that feels like a reach. Stewart's not a bad pick. Jaquiz is not a terrible pick. Hunter Henry's not bad in the 9th. That's not a bad pick. Let's bring him over. Would I take Marvin Jones this early? Like, I have him on the late round flyers. Yeah, I have him just barely a 10th round grade. And this is just barely the 9th round. We just take Derrick Henry. I understand he's a backup, but look at the rest of this list and tell me the rest of them aren't backups. And he will be a top 5 running back if DeMarco gets hurt. Top 5. They have a top 3 offensive line. I love DeMarco Murray this season, but anyone can get hurt. So it's not a bad pick. Like, everyone wants to trash Derrick Henry, but we're at the end of the 8th round, and he doesn't have to start for me. I just, like, he is the backup. Don't get that wrong. Yeah, and it's not like any of these wide receivers is going to make my team better. I mean, Kenny Britt, but am I really going to start him much? Not really. Let's just take upside. It's him or Marvin. No, I can wait on Marvin. Derrick Henry. Who we got next? Do we just take Marvin? I don't know why I just said that. We're hoping to get Rex in the 11th. Do we just take... We need a wide receiver, I feel like. Because we're not touching those positions. Kenny Britt or Marvin Jones. That's essentially what it's down to. I can wait on Marvin, I think. I do like Corey Davis. It's just... He's been hurt. Like the whole offseason. Now, do you take Corey Coleman or Kenny Britt? Was there a report on him? Corey Coleman or Kenny Britt? I don't actually know the answer to that question. I know I have Kenny Britt higher, but how much? Where on earth? Where is Corey Coleman? That is... Wow, okay, he's pretty far down my rankings. Yeah. I guess we'll take Britt. Like, Britt's a former first-round pick, and he got 1,000 with, like, Jared Goff plus, was it Davis or something? That whole rotation of quarterbacks. And they're going to be down a ton, which is why I like taking a flyer on Britt or Coleman. I just don't really know which one I prefer. I'm not sure the answer to that. Cobb's not a bad pick there either. Maybe should have gone Cobb, but he's the 3. Like, no. Ginn's not a bad pick late, but later. So, next. We'll look. I think that 11th round pick will take our quarterback. I would very much like to get Mariota. I think he's a very undervalued quarterback right now. That team is going to be in the red zone a ton. That's why, like Derrick Henry is a viable flex. Even in the beginning of the year, in my opinion. Viable flex. Because, like, do you understand? The offensive line is great, okay? And Mariota, I think, is a great quarterback. You brought in Decker. You've already got Matthews, who gets a bad rap. I don't know. He's a really good wide receiver. He made the predicting top 5 wide receiver video. Will it be top 5? No. But he made it. Means he's good. They've got Corey Davis. They're going to be in the red zone a ton. So Derrick Henry's going to get touchdowns. And Mariota, listen, his efficiency might fall a little bit. But you bring in Decker. As long as Decker's healthy, he's one of the best red zone wide receivers in the league. Mariota's a great pick. So, let's just see. So, the auto-drafter already has Brady and Luck. If they auto-drafted him, Mariota, what's his team? Brady, Lev Bell, Belai, Thomas, Cooks. That's not even a bad auto-pick team. That's not bad for auto-pick. People be leaving. Where's Darren's team? Breeze, Ajayi, Montgomery, Evans, Alshon. Drafted Eifert in the other league too. It's PPR. Abdullah, Decker. So, I like the Breeze pick. That was a good value. I like Ajayi. I like Evans. I think Montgomery's overvalued. Alshon, it's reported that he's having trouble learning the playbook. But, like, he's going to be heavily targeted. It's just, like, injuries and learning the playbook. Like, he's on a new team. It's not like there's the same team. I don't know. I'm off Alshon. I'm not going to draft him anywhere. Eifert, like, in standard, he's great, but how great is he? Oh, Scum took Mariota. Who would we take now at quarterback? Be fine with Winston, Dak, Stafford, Rivers. Here's the thing, also. This league, as I said, awards the bonus to 300 passing, which would make me lean Stafford, Rivers. Because although I believe Dak takes another step as a quarterback, and he's going to have to run the ball because they're not going to be ahead in games. Like, he's going to have to scramble sometimes. more than he had to last year. I think he's going to have to throw more than he had to last year. Could the picks go up? I mean, probably. They probably will. But I think the touchdowns go up too. It's just that, like, how many times is he going to hit? How many times is he going to hit 300? Like, not that many. So I want a guy that hits 300. So that can be Winston. It can be Carr, but Carr isn't, like, they're going to run the ball a lot, I think. He's not a super high upside yardage guy. But Stafford. Stafford's got to be the highest upside yardage pick here. But also, given this format, I would be fine with Wentz and Eli. And Dalton. I'm always fine with Dalton late. I do think Winston takes a step up. But they also, they love running the ball over there. And they brought in O.J. Howard to run block. Hate to break it to you, the O.J. Howard fans, but he's not going to be fantasy viable. So I feel as though I don't need take anyone here at 10. Because I'll just wait. So we're going to wait. We've already got tight end. So it's running back and wide receiver. Who's left that we like? Rex. Stewart. Precise, but he needs so many injuries that I don't see it. Kamara. I have Ingram. That's like a semi-handcuff, I guess. No one really else, though. It's Stewart and it's Rex. How many wide receivers do I have? Not many. Pryor, Diggs, Snead, Britt. Gross. Like, I like the starting two, but... And Snead. So it's really just gross to Britt. But it's gross to the depth at that point. Do we just take Rashard Matthews and hope that it wasn't a fluke, that he's actually going to be good again? Take Doxson, but I already have Pryor. Could take Ginn, but I already have Snead. Oh man, Cooper Kupp. Cole Beasley's too low. So I know I can get Cole Beasley probably the 12th. Who took Rex? Team, I'm going to beat you up. That is my pick this season. I was hoping to go 100% Rex Burkhead in leagues. But that probably means we should wrap up Stewart if he's there. Because running backs are just tough. They're tough to hit on. The running backs in this team are really good. DJ, Crowell, Ingram, Derrick Henry, and Stewart, if I can get them. I like it. Well, let's bring Matthews down. Because I had a training game for Pro Football Focus, and they sent me a Titans game. And they actually run, if he beats out Decker, he'll still be on the field a lot. It's just, is he going to beat out Decker? And then does Corey Davis take over? At that point, they don't run like a ton of 3 wide. They run a lot of 2, 3 tight end. They don't run a lot of 3 tight end sets. I think they lost Fasano, which actually is a hit. He was a great run blocking tight end. But they're gonna run the ball a lot. I don't want Rashard anymore. We're gonna take Stewart. But we need a wide receiver here. I literally don't know who it would be. It'd be Marquise and Beasley. That's it. But I have Beasley rated higher. Like, okay, we could take a shot on Allen Hurns, and that his being on the trade block, he goes somewhere. That's intriguing, actually. I think Hurns is good. Got Galladay down there. Got Funchess. I think Funchess has been terrible, though. Yeah, that wasn't good reading. Robbie. We're gonna wait on Earns. We can get him later. I like Beasley a lot. Let's take Beasley. He's a good guy that's just like, I don't see any bye week conflicts really. But let's say Diggs gets hurt and the running backs are like on bye or something, something happens to where I need to just start him in the flex. Like, that's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine going into a week with Beasley in the flex because I know he's gonna go out there and he's gonna get me 5 for 50. He's not gonna dud. He's just gonna get me some points, and cool with that. Like, I don't start him in DraftKings because the upside isn't there, but I'm so okay with taking Cole Beasley in the 11th round because they're gonna have to throw a lot more. And he actually had a really high hog rate, I think. So when he was out there, he was getting targeted. And he was actually doing really good before Dez got hurt. It wasn't the Dez injury that like made him great. He was actually doing good before that. Dez taking away the coverage. So I like Cole. I like Cole a lot. We would like to get like an upside running back to Matt, like Derrick Henry. If I could get like, I've been taking Jonathan Williams a lot just because what if I'm right and the Bills are tanking and they trade away Tyrod and McCoy? Do you know how good Jonathan Williams is going to be? Darn good. And he looks good. And that position is viable regardless. Like, the RB2, you guys heard me say it in the other mock draft. I forget, Carlos. Someone pointed out in the comments. I couldn't remember the guy's name. Carlos Williams was viable. So was Gilsey last season. Why can't Jonathan Williams? They run the ball there. The 2 is viable. And if they trade him, oh. So, can I scroll here? No. There's nothing to scroll to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, my money league, we have 5 bench spots. You know how tough that is? So difficult to get flyers in 5 bench spots. No. Jonathan Williams got taken. Gosh darn it. We'll probably take our quarterback at this point. I mean, take him in the 13th because I don't really care which one of these guys I get. Might even, honestly, I'm just going to wait as long as possible. What position do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 5. Who's got upside? Foreman apparently is just not good. He said he's a long way from development. Pirine has been better, but still not taking over the job yet. We'll bring him over, but like it's not looking great so far. Take Shane Vereen. Like, I mean, he's gonna be the passing down guy. You know? He's going to be. Used to say Booker was good at that pick. Just seeing if anyone's buried, but it doesn't look like it. Wendell Smallwood, if he beats out Mac. Mac looked good. Let's take Mac with this next pick. Because, like, Mac, he's not, like, super good at, he's kind of like Gore in that it's not like he's a monster at anything, but he's pretty good at everything. I just think that Gore, like, he's not going to get hurt. Gore never gets hurt, but he's just getting so up there, and he's been so inefficient the last 2 seasons. It's all been volume-based that Mac looks really good. So there's upside there, especially, like, the running back on that team. If Luck can finally come back, like, Max can be a great pick. If, is it Turbin? Why are they giving the ball to Turbin? Turbin's not that good. And, like, Turbin technically could also be drafted. I just like the upside of Mac over Turbin. So I'm going to take Mac here. I don't think anyone's going to take him. He was kind of buried in that ranking. Is there anyone else? What's his name? Jalen Richard you could take here. I like his upside. P. Ryan just got taken. I don't see anyone else. You'd be real buried at that point. Oh, actually, boy, in case. We'll put Chris Carson there. Name to consider. We'll say that. Potentially the best running back on the Seahawks right now. I don't know the extent of Rawls' injury. Maybe, I don't know if we have time to look this up. You can do it, internet. Minor ankle injury issue. Yeah, no, like that's what it is a concern, his issue with the ankle, because he's had ankle issues, hasn't been the same when he has them. We'll wait that one. Mac's not going to get auto drafted. Who would we like the most here? Like in a normal setting, it's Dak pretty easily. But Rivers for the yardage. It used to be Tyrod, but they're tanking now. Although, if Tyrod gets traded to a team, he needs a quarterback. Maybe I just take Dak. I'm thinking. Hold up. Dak. I have Rivers in the other league. We'll take them. Dak and Marlon Mack. Sounds good to me. Who's next? I prefer to have more running backs on my bench than wide receivers. We had a trade. Let's see what this trade is, fellas. Whenever I receive a trade, so far, it's complete and utterly disgusting. Like, no one sent me a good trade yet. Send me some good trades. I like trading. I'm always the person who trades in leagues. My money league, I think we've had 4 trades in the past 2 years. I've been all of them. Like last year, it was bad. My team was horrible in that league. The app won't load. I don't know what league this is. Oh, okay. God, I'm in 10 leagues. I don't know which one it was in. We'll guess this one. Yeah, no, the app is not working. We'll get rid of that. We can go this way. Let's see if it's a good trade. Odds are it's horrible. I feel like it has to be that league though. Okay, it wasn't that league. Which other league drafted? This one? Oh, there she is. Okay, I send DeMarco Murray. I receive Theo Riddick and T.Y. Hilton. Well, no. No, I will not be doing that. This is my team. This is the other league. Matt Ryan, DeMarco, Mixon, Jordy, Keenan Allen, Walker, Landry. Yeah, looks like a good team to me. You guys can see I got my boy Rex. Don't you worry. I don't know why there's a Q next to his name. Undisclosed. Gotta love Bill. But we're actually we're gonna reject that trade. No. Let's just make sure. I mean, let's just see what we can counter. Take Julio off your hands for you. You took 2 quarterbacks. What are you doing? Why is Santos out? Oh, groin injury. Not good for a kicker. Well, I don't like anyone on your bench. I'm not going to trade for Sproles. Yeah, literally Julio would be the only player. So you you want DeMarco that badly? Do I even have running backs? I should not be trading away DeMarco. No. We're just going to cancel the offer. I'm not even going to send an offer that's just embarrassing. Who are we taking here? What do we... I'll end this video after I take this next pick. I mean, we can look through some teams. Rodgers, Melvin Howard, Fitz, Watkins. That's not bad. That's not a bad team. Not a bench I'm shooting for on that one. Not bad. You heard my complaints already with the team, though. This one's auto pick, but he's here. Okay. Oh, the running backs are gross. Carlos Hyde and Paul Perkins. Coleman, James White. That is not a team I would shoot for by any means. Not a team I'm shooting for at all on that one. Not bad. I like that team. For a second, I thought it was my pick. No, I was going to say, did I take a quarterback? Because it's going to be a while. Would we just take Carson here? I already drafted him in a league. Looks like the best running back on the team, so let's see why not. It would be him or Jalen Richard. Like, Richard, I think, was what? #1 in elusiveness last season? Do we really think Lynch is going to play the whole year? I don't. No one else on the list, though. It's Richard and it's Carson so far. Nope. We just take Alf. That was a joke. We could take Smallwood with like the chance that he's the guy. Rather just I feel like Richard over Carson though. Richard's a good talent. Obviously, I'm not starting Richard, and like even if Carson wins, it's the worst offensive line in football. That's not ideal. Defenses. Oh my goodness. People keep drafting the Patriots. I'll have to swing a trade. I need the Patriots in every single league. I don't know why. People take the Patriots so early. Like, why? Why? They're not a team that gets a ton of sacks. They're going to be up a ton, which means they're going to play relaxed coverage. They're still going to give up points. They're going to be garbage time points, but they're going to be points. I don't know. Like, they should not be going ahead of a lot of these teams, but whatever. Like, they shouldn't be going ahead of the Giants or the Jaguars, in my opinion. I'll take the Chargers. Chargers get things done. They just do. Steelers are a good team because their opening schedule is so easy. So, probably just going to drag them down. If you guys were wondering and you're going to stream defense, grab the Steelers. Because I don't remember after week 1. It's Browns, though. Pittsburgh Steelers schedule. It actually starts here. So it's Browns, Vikings, Bears, Ravens, Jaguars. Now the Vikings, it's home against the Vikings zone. It's not like the Steelers are some scrub defense. They're a good defense. But I don't know how many times you're going to turn the ball over there. So, like, but it's fine. Like, your defense gets you 6 points. You know what? Sounds good. If you get to keep them for Bears, Ravens, Jaguars. So, Steelers are a defense that you should be targeting. And again, targeting. I'm not saying go out in the 11th round, but they're there in the 14th. Take them. Because I don't really care between Richard and Carson. I don't think either of them are going to be drafted in many leagues. But Carson, I don't know. Just keep his name in mind. I don't know what the recent reports are over there. You can see Connor. What was his first name? Chris. I knew it was a C. Not Crick. This is not how I do my research, but I just like, well, real-time roto. Actually, then maybe that is a real person. I don't know. #1 lottery ticket. I'm looking for like a beat reporter. I mean, everything looks good. feel like a lot of these people are referring to an article. Yeah, a lot of these people are referring to like the same exact article. What the heck? I mean, I'll read the article after, so maybe they did their job, but... Oh, we in fact have a counter trade after declining the first one. The Steelers aren't going to be drafted, are they? Oh, it's an auto picker. He's not going to auto draft. If he auto drafted Carson, who's ADP like 500 or something stupid, or rank 500. I was going to do something. Oh, the article? I don't need to read it on air. Wow, it's a very short... Okay, I hate these stupid sites. Sites, the pop-ups kill me. Okay, let's run through the team. Because, can I... Oh, yeah. Ah! Easy, computer. There's the team for you. I don't remember it entirely. Dak, we got DJ, so we already won. Dak, DJ, Crowell. Terrell Pryor, Diggs, Jimmy, Ingram. Nice. We got the Steelers D. Oh, we don't do kickers because kickers are stupid. Except for one league. The league I did last night. I forgot to take kickers out. It's unfortunate. I don't think I can remove them now. Because someone reached in like the 8th round for one. He'd probably cry. Bench. Willie Snead, Derrick Henry, Kenny Britt, Jonathan Stewart, Cole Beasley, Marlon Mack. We had a lot of upside. Upside with Derrick Henry, with Marlon Mack, with Carson. We're just going to take the points that Stewart gives us. Nice little plug-in. He's a great pick in those like early, late round kind of rounds. But Snead and Britt, we could probably get some more wide receiver depth, especially given Diggs' injury history, Britt's injury history. Snead's theoretically number 3 right now. Beasley's like a slot guy that's not like super high volume. So we could trade for someone. But I would rather trade for someone if Stewart has a good week. But I definitely would not trade Derrick Henry unless I'm trading to the DeMarco owner. And I would always ask, not sure I just did there. Always ask more. Okay, we're just going to stop that. Always ask more if you're trading for someone's handcuff. Like, I want to improve like 3 rounds for the handcuff. I remember what I was going to do. You guys don't need to be watching the video anymore. But we can check out this trade. I think it was that one. What do we got now, guy? Oh, straight up. We're just... So before, I was getting T.Y. and Theo. I declined. Now I just get T.Y. Except. Yeah, okay. That's the end of this one. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. Thanks for watching.